Hey everybody! Welcome once again to my South Jersey life. Um, Still getting used to that new name of my channel, by the way, so really changing up the context of my greeting like every day. So, yeah, what do y'all think? I'm wearing like freaking Space Jam pajamas right now. But, yeah. Lately I've been wearing a lot of unisex stuff, if you haven't noticed. I mean, I've always kind of worn unisex stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get, comfortable with things, trying to get other people used to things little by little. And actually, like, I've really been freaking wanting to go shopping, like, horribly lately. And that brings me to the main topic of the video. Um, yeah, I've been wanting to shop and everything a lot lately. And, pick up a couple of things that make me feel more comfortable, start breaking everybody else and things like that. And I can't even get a ride to the store. It sucks because like I don't have my own car right now, none. I haven't for like a year, and I can't get a ride to the store because my mom is the type of person who hates to drive me anywhere unless it's like somewhere that she's already going. And it's just I really don't have too many resources like that. I'm not gonna waste time like paying for bus fare or something over getting like one or two things. Like, and then all the waiting and walking that's involved with that. But, the main topic of the video isn't that, obviously, but I really don't know what to do about my mom. That's the thing. Guys, like, if y'all could drop me some advice on how I can approach her with this whole subject, because I feel bad. I feel absolutely horrible that I'm literally telling the world about things. I've been doing that for quite some time now. And at the same time, at home, the place where I should feel most comfortable, I feel the least comfortable. I go from one room to another and I have to change my demeanor completely. You know, my mom's the type of person that she does love me, no doubt, no doubt, but she kind of just overlooks a lot of my feelings. I think she just expects me to be tough about things or something. I feel like I'm worried that she only loves that version of me. She loves the manly version of me, or will only look at me like that. Things like that. And God, I need a cigarette too. This whole thing. I need to stop smoking so much. I know. I know it's not very healthy, especially for someone who's had problems like with my chest. Like I was pointing out yesterday, my chest is very indented. It's something called pectus excavatum, if you want to look it up, where my chest goes very inward. I actually had bars put underneath my rib cage years ago, and then they had to take them out early. And now I might need some other kind of surgery on that. So that's definitely an issue, you know. But yeah, I need to quit smoking because it definitely doesn't help the feelings of that. So anyway, um, my mom tends to overlook a lot of my feelings, and I'm afraid she won't take the most serious thing I'm about to tell her serious. And if she doesn't, then like, how can I feel comfortable? Like this will all have been for nothing. It feels like because I can have every friend in the world supporting me, which you guys have, and even people that aren't even my friends or that I don't know that much like that, I should say, because I welcome my friendship to anybody that deserves it at least. And even these people have all been so supportive, you know, made me feel so good about myself and stuff. But at home, the place I spend my most time at, I can't do that yet. Like, the people that I'm closest to, that, like my mom and my aunt, and like my aunt's sister, who's not like related to me or whatever, these are the people I live with. The only people I live with. Like a bunch of old ladies, basically. I've only been living here for like a year. Um, yeah, they're the people I see the most. I mean, if I can't get accepted in my own household for who I am, how can I feel comfortable with it at all? I mean, these are the people that see me when I wake up in the morning, see me when I'm about to go to bed at night, walk by and see me sleeping in my room, whatever. You know, they see me at all points throughout the day. And if I can't be myself that way, how can I be myself in public? You know, like, I don't want to be one of the type of people that, even at their own house, they're told, oh, don't be like that, don't dress like that, you know? And I'm so scared that's gonna be the case. Like, I am really, I don't know where to go from here on this. Like, I have had so many ideas on how I'm gonna approach it. Like, my favorite idea is having my son's mom, who offered to tell her for me, to tell her for me. Because, like, I really don't feel like I have the guts to tell her. Or, I mean, some other ideas. My best idea that I would do for you guys is to tell her on video that one, like, I mean, I don't know if I would post it if it goes wrong, though. Like, that would be a different thing. If it goes bad, I will not be posting it. But if it goes good, I can imagine it will be a very emotional video. And I'm afraid that it's like 50-50, right down the middle, whether it's going to go good or bad. Like, I just. Then also another idea I had was to tell her by making like a compilation video of, or compilation, I should say. People may say that in different ways depending on where they're from. But I was thinking of like compiling like certain moments of me talking in the last couple of days and like making a video for her to watch as my version of telling her, because I'm also too scared to tell her directly. I mean, I feel like I'll like stumble over my words. And yeah, this is like, it's bugging me. It's definitely bugging me. So, if anybody has any ideas, please drop them to me, because my ideas they don't feel good at all. I mean, how do you bring something like this up when you're like 33, almost 34 years old? How do you bring it up at all? Especially to, like, you know, a mom that tends to write off even small things. Like, this is something big. I mean, my mom is a very good person and everything. I know that, but she has her flaws like we all do. But I truly love her, man. And obviously, like, look at this tattoo. It's got her name and her birthday on it. Like, my friend did it for me and everything several years ago. Such a stereotypical tattoo, but I promised her I would, so I did. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with this whole thing. Oh, I actually just heard her car door. She just got home from dropping my kids over at their school, I guess. Because they just went to school. It's early in the morning. It's like 8:36 Eastern Standard Time, New Jersey time. Whatever you want to call it. But So, this is my predicament. Yeah. It's my biggest, like, hurdle, I feel like. Because after this, after talking to them at my own house, there really isn't anything that's gonna stress me. Because, like, if someone random says something to me that I completely don't even know, I'm just going to be like, to each their own, whatever, you know. That don't mean nothing to me. You hear a lot of shit talk in the streets and stuff anyway. Hell, people have always, like I said before, people have always been like, oh, you're gay, you're girly, you whatever. Even with me trying to put on the whole tough persona. So, I'd rather at least be made fun of when I can be like, well, whatever, yeah, I am. Well, not gay, but, you know. um, yeah, so I'm not stressing that at all. I can take criticism from strangers. Hands down, like all day, drop me them hate comments. Say that hate to me in the streets. I don't give a you know, that's how that goes. But when it comes to the people I love and cherish and that I've known for so many years, that is like a complete polar opposite of how I would feel about a stranger, you know? That would mean everything to me on whether they can accept things or not. And this is the last real people that mean a lot to me that I gotta talk about this to. So, I mean, this is where I'm stuck at. And I am very stuck. I have tried to, like, you know, hang out with my mom a little bit, and we just tend to argue so much. Like, because we just don't see eye to eye. She doesn't hear me out on things. She's always busy with her own problems. And I I don't want to say things at the wrong time either. I want to make sure she's in the right mindset. I want to make sure she's in a good, happy mood and stuff, obviously. Like, I just, I shouldn't feel this ashamed of myself. I shouldn't feel this guilty. I feel like I did something completely wrong. You know, like, it was easier to tell my mom back when I was an addict. Let me put it that way. It was easier to talk to her about that. I was less worried about that. And that is wrong. Because that is something that should be stopped, obviously. And it did stop. I have been clean since August of 2020 of anything that I shouldn't be doing like that. You know, I still smoke and everything, but that is illegal. So, like, that's my only bad habit, if you want to call it that, even. And it was very hard to stop that, especially with this weighing on my mind. But I did, and I'm proud of myself. I know that a lot of people I love are proud of me for that. But yeah, it was much easier to tell her about that. And this is how society is in general. You know, this is the problem with the world. That it's easier to tell people things like that than things like this. And it should not be that way. It should never, ever be that way. Because it's a difference between doing something like that and doing something like this. A style is different than, you know, killing yourself with some poisons that you're putting into your body and feeling like shit every day and doing things that you really shouldn't be doing to people that you love because of that addiction making you into somebody that you're not. But this is, however, somebody that I am and someone that I want to be, and I want her to want that for me. That's all. Like, that's it. And I'm afraid that she'll probably treat it worse when she found out I was an addict. Maybe even want me to go to some like psychiatric facility or something for all I know. I don't know. I don't think she'll go that far. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna make this video as long as the other ones. I had to vent, had to talk about this a little bit. This has been very, very therapeutic for me to make these videos. And I know that certain people that watch this over time, it'll be therapeutic for them too. Because I am not the only person in the world facing this dilemma. And I want you to all look at me. Look at the area I'm from. Look at the kind of lifestyle I've had to live. So if I can do this, so can you guys. And I'm talking about people out there facing the same dilemma as me. You guys, you girls, you know, that's just a saying. Like, you guys. I didn't mean just guys, obviously. It's just a saying in the streets, you know, or just a phrase. But, I didn't mean gender-wise. So, hopefully, you guys, you girls, whatever, realize that if I can, you know, start to open up about this at my age, especially too, then so can you guys. I'm not gonna correct myself again. So, yeah, it's very hard, but I'm not going back on things. This is one thing I'm not letting myself go back on. I promised myself I would not let myself go back and not take it back because it's that time to do it. Like I said in my last video, I've been losing weight like crazy. I've been very shut in lately. Been barely ever leaving the house at all. Like, and no one should have to live that way with this much weighing on their heart. It is a very hard thing, especially like when you don't want to be that way. You don't want to pretend. You know, I'm so tired of pretending. So, like, I promise myself, even if it winds me up homeless on the streets, which God forbid that happens, because I probably end up dead, you know, or something like that, especially with my health lately. Um, I would rather, like, this might sound insane to some people, but come on, try and get where I'm coming from. I would rather die, like, for being myself than live and keep pretending for the rest of my life, you know, and want to die, you know, like, because I'm suffering that much. That's that's not a way that people should have to live for such an innocent thing. It may be a weird thing to a lot of people, but it is actually innocent, you know. There's nothing wrong about what people portray themselves as. They're not hurting nobody doing that. Not physically, like they might hurt people that have high standards and high expectations or whatever. But that's their own problem. That's not the problem of the person who's portraying themselves. That's the problem of the closed-minded person who can't open their mind up and realize that not everyone feels the same things, believes the same things, portrays the same things. It's like having a different religion or something. We can agree to disagree on certain things, but that's just how I'm going to, like, you know, worship or whatever. And a lot of people disagree on those things. But people should be free to be themselves as long as they're not hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I'm hurting myself worse by pretending. Anybody else who's pretending is hurting themselves worse in the long run. I could tell you from experience, it only hurts worse and worse. It it really only contributes to the problem because it's not just going to go away if that's who you truly are, at least. it's not going to go away. You could do everything in the world and then some to make it go away, but it'll still be in the back of your mind. Say like you can completely not think of it all day, but then you'll dream about it at night, and then your mind goes right back to square one. Or like you'll just hear someone say something random that makes you think like what you wish you could do, but you can't. And they don't even realize that they're upsetting you because they're just saying a phrase or something like that. Because they think that you're a certain way and you're not. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, through the years, pretending to be tough, pretending to be straight, hanging around very tough people, very dangerous people, too, that I would hear the insults they would say about people, like, that are doing what I'm doing now. And it would make me that much more scared to ever bring it up. And I would just hear the way that they think and talk about them, and I would be like, damn, are they really that bad? I wouldn't say it out loud because the last thing I want is them turning their head towards me being like, why are you so defensive? But my mind would immediately go into defensive mode, like, what are they doing so wrong that you have this huge opinion of them? Huge. Like, these people could go on a rant for like an hour about it, about how sick it is, how depraved in it, how twisted it is. Like, oh my god. Or just how ridiculous someone looks. Things like that. Like, yes, things are gonna look a little bit ridiculous while they're in the middle of doing things and stuff. There are very many awkward phases. But, you know, just let them do what they're doing, you know? And some people, it may take them very many years, but some people come out looking so great, you know? A lot of people come out looking great, I should say. Not just some. Not just here and there, but the ones that really follow through, that are really committed and feel this way, they work for it and they get what they're working for. It takes much, much time. I mean, you're talking about changing around like your entire, head to toe, everything pretty much. It's like a whole chemical and physical and the outwards, inwards, everything change. So, like, it takes a long time. But, just, and either way, even if the person does come out looking hideous, so what? At least they're happy. If they are happy with themselves, let them be. Because someone out there would love them for that. You may not, but, you know. And besides, like, half of these guys that were talking shit, I've gotten laid more than they have, so whatever. That's what I would say to it now. Like, I have gotten very many better looking people than they have. So, hate all you want, because I've actually had quite a few people tell me that, I will look good either way. And I really appreciate that. I really do. I mean, I definitely know that I've always been, like, kind of called a hot boy and stuff like that. But I was afraid to, like, that might damage my looks kind of thing. But I don't know, a lot of people keep telling me that I'm definitely gonna look great either way. I actually even did a picture simulator thing, where it like edits you, like basically puts a wig and makeup on you and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, like, I would do me. I mean, it was like, I'm saying it. I'm not trying to talk myself up, but I was very cute. I wish I could like show you guys right now, but my phone is not that technologically advanced, and I'm not that good at editing. So, I mean, it may be a long road, but if that's the result, I will get there, Cause, and I showed a few people too. And it was like, it didn't change my face shape really or nothing. It just like, you know, it did basically what I said and came out great. So it's gonna be an interesting road, but I think that'll come out all right. Um, I might need to find a lot of new circle of people and stuff that are more accepting, but thankfully, the the main ones that mean a lot to me are very accepting people, and they have made things great for me, and I freaking love them for that, beyond what words can say. Like, because this has been something that's weighed on my heart for a long time, that I've worried about for a long time. And, like, I just didn't want them to feel some type of messed up way towards me over it. Well, the thing is, though, like I said earlier, I still got that one more thing to do with those I'm closest to, that see me the most out of everybody. And frankly, I'm amazed that they didn't know sooner, because, I mean, over the years I've worn a lot of unisex stuff. I act very flamboyant. I'm very loud. But then again, I am Italian. I talk with my hands a lot. I, I can definitely see why it would, and they've definitely seen me with a lot of girls. So, um, I could see why they wouldn't quite think that, but certain things I do, I'm very surprised they didn't know sooner. Maybe it's that river in Egypt called the Nile, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna find out though. Hopefully, I won't find out any hard type of way. That is my main thing, because family's everything to me. So, but if my family does love me, they will want to see me do what makes me happy, pursue what makes me happy, at whatever emotional, physical, financial cost it's gonna take me over the years. Well, I shouldn't say emotional, because if anything, what's costed me emotionally is not being able to talk about this. And I can't do it anymore, guys. I really can't. I say that phrase a lot nowadays. But so here's where I'm at. This is my current dilemma. And anybody that's got an idea for me, please, please share. I could use all the help I can get. I have gotten a lot of attention these last few days, and that's why I'm making so many videos. See, I respond to you guys. I've even gotten a little boost in subscribers. All these years I've had YouTube, I still have less than 90 subscribers, and it's suddenly a little boost in a couple of them. So people are watching, and that's pretty freaking awesome. I hope that I'm helping someone else, though, more than anything. I hope that eventually what I do pays it forward and helps another person out there who's facing these same issues, or maybe even in a worse predicament than me. But mine, I would say, is a pretty severe case. I mean, obviously, it's made me very emotional. And, I mean, you've seen my eyes go Niagara Falls over here, over, this whole situation. So, it has hit me very hard. And I'm done with it. And I have noticed everything, the comments, the phone calls, the boost in subscribers, just the love I've gotten from people. And it is giving me the confidence I need to do everything. It is boosting me up. Like, if my family doesn't accept things, you guys will be my family. All of you who, well, certain ones who have already said something basically are like family to me, but they will straight up be my family after that. Because then I won't have nothing else. And I hope and pray that's not how it turns out. Because I don't want to strain on my family's relationship with me. I'm trying to improve it, if anything. I'm trying to get us closer, have us be able to talk about everything. Because maybe then I won't be so withdrawn with them. Maybe then my mom won't write off my feelings so much. So I wasn't gonna make this video long, and I've been talking for half an hour. Okay, so I'm gonna shut up. And I will be sure to drop an update as things go. But I would appreciate any tips I can get very much, because I am snagged up on this one real final challenge, and it's hurting. It's hurting a lot. I don't like feeling this awkward in my own home. So I freaking love you guys for all of this. I will be sure to leave a video the second there's any form of an update. And, for now, the usual, be safe, guys and girls, whatever. And peace out.